Well, hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Pact Tactics, episode 27. I am your host and DM, obviously Raymond Hickey, joined again by the usual crew. I completely blanked on what I was about to say. Cool.
It might have been you were going to introduce our names, but that's okay. We're not important. We're just your players.
No, there was something else. No. Yep. All right, cool.
Subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Cool.
Steal your mom's phone. Follow us.
Yes. Tell your friends. Watch the show. The more interaction we get, the more stuff we will be able to do. More time and effort we'll be able to put in. Not that we aren't doing things in the background. We've got some stuff planned that seems pretty fun. All right, so let's get rid of my horrible intro and just jump into today's episode. I almost said something else. Of Pact Tactics. Wow, I'm on.
It's been a weird Tuesday.
I'm on fire today.
Just take a moment. Center yourself.
Yeah. Somebody tell us what happened while I focus.
Got a boat.
We're on a boat.
We
Went
find
sailing.
we find out what kind of bard Nookie is.
Nookie is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm that kind of bard.
Get him on a boat and he opens right up.
His face does something weird that Hagatha is not used to seeing.
Smiles.
Technically, you've never really seen it before, really, because he's got a whole new mouth and everything. There's a lot.
Very true.
There's a lot of teeth.
You ever see that Russell Crowe Robin Hood movie?
Yeah.
You know, in the very beginning, with little Johnny just goes, "I'm gonna make you smile" from like across the pub. That's basically what happened.
All right. So, I feel like I'm back. All right, here we go. So the Punchline commissioned a boat at thanks to Nookie's work. He found a boat called the Squall Eater, captained by a wonderful elven lady named Captain Avantika. For a relatively easy gold price tag and a chuckle of the mission ahead of going to Darktow to raid it away. They head off. The trip was, sailing-wise, just fine. Everyone got used to their new roles, interacted with the crew, some interacted with the captain.
Frequently.
She told Nookie about her belief in the of an ancient sea serpent named Ukatoa, and Hagatha and then Captain Avantika also talked about the parallels between who they followed and the similarities thereof. They did come to the conclusion that it's two separate beings, but there's still a connection of, sea gods, tentacles, those kind of things.
There's some similarities.
Yeah. We're not on the same path, but we're parallel. It's not like anything bad's going to happen to her. You could talk to her anytime you want. So we left with you guys anchored off the coast, a fairly good distance away off the coast of Darktow. This is a scraggly, tall island. You can tell there's buildings all the way up the side of it. You can see lights. One thing I did forget to describe is that there appear to be like lighthouse-style towers placed around the island. You guys are about, I'd say about 2 miles off the coast. Avantika says you can use the dinghy.
Is that what they call it?
Dinghy.
I already did.
The dinghy, the skiff, the go-to-shore boat.
All
the wooden and wet ride.
Whatever
Somewhere
it is,
Pollux
it'll
is
get you
going.
there.
It's not that big, but it'll get you there. Is that what you said?
It's not how big it is; it's how you use it.
Literally the motion of the ocean. Yep, Pollux is giggling in my head. Actually, he's now hit the ground and he's rolling.
Yeah, Cade's right there with him. So, you guys find yourself in this go-to-shore vessel, whatever you wish to call it. What would you guys like to do?
I think Hagatha, like, kind of, as we're on the dinghy, I'm kind of a dinghy. She's kind of like, this is going too slow, and she like hops in the water and swims to shore, or just swims around the dinghy because she just wants to swim.
Okay.
Gregorovic is probably doing some last touch-ups on something he was fixing that he found was in disrepair. Just doing a quick, easy job, just using mending.
All right, making sure it's all right.
Yep.
I'm going to use shape water to propel the boat.
All right. So, those of you in the boat. Hold on, I am trying to make a sound happen. That was supposed to be happening. Sorry. There. Kind of backgroundy. Sorry if that got a little loud, everybody. So when you add a new source, it max volumes it right off the start, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So we have Hagatha in the water swimming ahead of the boat. We have Gregorovich in the boat, kind of tinkering, making it better, and Control Water motorboating you forward.
Did you say motorboating?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
God
Son of a bitch. Yeah. By doing shape water, I'm changing the flow of the water so that we can move up to the beach quietly.
All right.
What time of day is this? Is this in the middle of the day or is this middle of night? Or...
This is it is dark out.
Okay.
Under cover of night. Avantica's wanted to give you as much advantage as you could have.
Okay.
So, those of you in the boat, I will need a stealth check, and Hagatha, you will need one as well, but you have advantage since you're in the water.
Woo! Hey.
And I generally have advantage just because of my infiltrator armor model.
Okay.
Okay, that...
No, I don't want. Window, go away, computer.
Apparently, I'm very loud.
I actually get advantage on stealth anyway.
All right.
Yeah, because the boots.
Yep. 18.
18. All right. Wow.
7.
Okay.
Damn it, Greg, stop swinging the hammer.
What'd you get, Nookie?
Oh, I got a 23.
23. Okay. So, as you approach, Agatha, you see this from under the water. You see 2 pricks of light as 2 of the lighthouses turn on, and you can tell it's like a door opening, and You hear in the boat, you hear poof, poof, as a splash in the water hits next to the boat, rocking you, and the next one lands in the boat as you have received incoming cannon fire. You were spotted on the way in.
I was?
The dinghy was.
Oh, the dinghy.
I'm gonna kill Frank.
Oh.
So remember how when I told you when I was starting, my dice were not having it tonight? That's changed. So
Yeah, go figure.
the two towers, they both rolled natural 20 for perception check. The first shot missed. The second shot, natural 20.
So we were going to be seen no matter what.
Hold on. I have ship details over here.
How much HP does a dinghy have? Let's hear guesses from the players. Hagatha, how much HP do you think a dinghy has? Well, okay. So little that she has literally left the game.
Literally.
Nookie, how about you? How much HP does a dinghy have?
Less than the damage that dealt to it.
Hold on. It didn't print the whole thing. Hold on. I got to find it.
I'm definitely going to guess probably less than, like, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have this helmet of water breathing, so...
Are you attuned to it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not an attunement item, I don't think. Even then, anything that's an infusion, I automatically attune to if I create it.
Oh.
And that would be the closest thing we have on here is a keel boat. Because it's not an airship, it's not a galley. It's not a long ship. Yep, it would be a keel boat. All right. Its armor class is 12. And it has a decent amount of hit points.
Ooh, how much?
100.
Oh, that's way better than I thought it'd be.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry about that.
It happens.
Yeah. I'm the only one home, so I shouldn't have issues, but apparently I do.
Right. I am looking at for... it's got a... so this is 5e, this is ship... it's the UA. Unearthed
You want a
Arcana.
rowboat? I found a rowboat.
Oh, this...
Saltmarsh.
Yeah, this'll work.
A keel boat is gargantuan.
Not according to this. Well, it's gargantuan, yeah, but it's crude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, send me the rowboat.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Either way, your ship's about to take a lot of damage.
Front row.
So it's
It has an AC of 11 and 50 hit points.
all right. You took 23 points of bludgeoning / fire damage to your rowboat, and it is now slowly taking on water. So it would be kind of a loose initiative. Make sure everybody gets around. We're gonna go with Nookie, since you're the sailor. You just took incoming fire. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna dive off the ship and go underwater.
Alrighty. Into the water you go. All right, Grigorovich.
Yeah, I was gonna like do diver fall back into the water after putting my water cap of breathing on, or cap of water breathing on. So metal helmet pops on, fall backwards in the water, and just drop. Is there anything on the boat that we brought with us that we probably should grab? Anything else on the boat?
There's a cutter.
Cutter can fly. I'll pop him out of existence. I'll bring him back. No, Cutter.
Cutter's gonna catch a cannonball in the face.
Yeah, popping him out of existence for briefly. He's drunk anyway, so I don't really want to rely on him flying around.
He's standing at the front of the boat. Man, the poop sack.
I'm doing it, Jack.
And then
I'm
fall
doing it.
All right, Hagatha, you're in the water. You hear the two thumps and the explosion, and then you see your two buddies dive into the water.
Oh.
How far from shore are we?
About a mile at this point.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I swim up to make sure they're okay and can breathe.
All right. As she's doing that, you hear two more toom toom, and you see both impacts hit the dinghy, and
You guys, we were the only ones on that dinghy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're now all underwater.
Uh,
What would you guys like to do?
Gray's gonna check on Nookie because Nookie does not have dark vision, from what I understand. And you don't have a high con mod, do you?
Nope.
Yeah. So he's gonna check on you. He's actually going to motion to you to grab onto him.
Yeah.
I mean, Hagatha can have a tentacle out to grab him and pull him along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the problem is I can't breathe underwater.
Yeah.
I have a solution for that. Water cap of breathing doesn't require attunement.
So you just back and forth?
Move this back and forth between us. Get your oxygen fill. Switch it back.
Dice?
So yeah, every time he'll communicate somehow, some way. Or no, you're telepathic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do like cast minor illusion to just have little words appear, slightly glowing underwater. Not like heavy blue glow, but nice little red glow. Telling you
Yeah.
to
I will tell you to stop doing that. I can talk to you. I'll tell you when I need air.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Going
just tell me when
underwater
you
is
need
gonna be a
air.
sign for them to shoot at.
It's a red light. Red light doesn't travel that far.
I don't think it travels very well at all in water.
Exactly. So
It
it
gets
would
filtered
literally
out.
be like right. It has to be like right next to you.
Yeah.
To be able to see it. And then continue walking towards shore and giving Nookie oxygen when he needs it.
So it takes you a little bit longer. Just because
Are there any sea critters nearby?
roll a perception check if you'd like.
I would. Perception. 4.
You see some fish and some other things, and it's definitely tropical waters, so it's warm, and but it is night, so most of the sea creatures are kind of subdued. It does take you guys a little bit longer to get to shore than you were expecting, but you managed to come ashore on a beach a little bit a ways from town. But you have made it onto the island.
Pull the helmet off, stow it in my bag. might have been better for us to have done that from the start once we saw the lighthouses.
Yeah.
Mr. Nookie, are you doing well?
Yeah. Thinking.
All right, I'm gonna snap Cutter back to me.
Ooh.
What happened to my mighty vessel?
It died. It fell in glorious battle, Captain.
As it should. Wow,
You took many a ships down with you.
that's odd, because there wasn't any there. You lying bastard.
All right, fine. The dinghy was taken out by the patrols, and you were drunk at the helm.
As a captain should be. Yo ho ho and a bottle of whatever, you know.
Call yourself captain. You should have gone down with the ship.
I couldn't help it, he snapped me out.
I'll cast prestidigitation on all of us to dry us off.
All right.
Well,
All right, so we're outside of town. It's a pirate town of pirates, and we're going in to retrieve a chest full of magical objects that was stolen that the Trust is also after.
Let's dress up like pirates.
That is a thing we could do.
Let's dress up like pirates. Hagen's really excited.
we have other clothes that aren't blue.
I would think Hagatha would tear off a piece of fabric off of her like shirt or something, and then like tie it around so it looks like an eye patch. Well, not necessarily like just like a cloth over one eye, and just kind of, the imitation have like a dead leg kind of, and just kind of the limp.
All right.
She gets really into it.
I could, yeah, go for it. Hold on, let me find the relative correct stat for
Oh, I have a disguise kit and a proficient in them.
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, anybody have a disguise kit? Because you'll have to roll some deception to pull it off.
And if I'm trying to be someone else, I have advantage on deception.
There you go. All right, so just
That is
I actually get a +3 in deception, surprisingly.
that's a 30.
all right. So that is how good the disguises that you have created for the group is. That is the you notice that Hagatha was starting to go to more stage performance pirate. That you were able to bring her around into more of like a actual seafaring person.
Taking out a random piece of paper and folding it into a pirate's hat, and just like, no.
No, moving belt around, lowering the shirt, just
Yep. Everything.
where did you find this feather? Getting rid of it.
It's just a seagull feather that she found on the beach.
And I look both of them like dead in the eyes. And I swear, if any of you goes "Arr," I will drown you myself.
Isn't the phrase "yar"?
What's the pirate's favorite letter?
R.
The C.
Yeah, I got one that's
I would have presumed
inappropriate.
it was X because they're always looking for it.
Anywho,
That was all in character, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Would you guys, I take it, would like to infiltrate the town?
Yes.
Certainly.
Indubitably.
All right, so you guys head on into town. I will need kind of a stealth check to cover your approach. It'll be a group stealth.
Also,
But yeah.
23. Last
Nice.
Agatha got 11.
13.
Okay. So you guys managed to get into town, and it is night. You see several taverns, and it is a raucous crowd. There, people are still buying food and drinking, and there's music playing, and it is a grand old time. On this street, you count at least 4 taverns. But the buildings are ramshackle buildings. As we have spare wood, we have driftwood, we've got this piece of tin, we've got just kind of put together with what they had at hand. Now, Greg, your first instinct is code violation, code violation, code violation.
His hand, one hand is on his hammer, the other one's reaching for a saw.
Yes.
Don't.
But roll an insight check for me, Mr. Grigorovich.
I'm so good at that. Oh, but I am today. 17.
17. You fight through this instinct of, I have to build, have to make it better. And then you actually take a second and you look at it. And yes, it's piecemeal together, but it's done so perfectly.
This isn't a city, a town. This is art.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And as you say it's beautiful, a pirate who's drunk walks by you and falls through the deck because the board snaps.
Don't even notice.
Great art.
This is so masterfully done.
So through the revelry, you also noticed people that seem to be standing guard. These people, just like their town, their armor that they wear is piecemeal together. This one guy has hide and leather, and he's got a metal piece over here, and but you can all see that they all have a red slash like of paint over the top of their armor. And now it's not all going the same direction. Some it's left to right, right to left, up and down. They start going around the waist. But it is the one signifying group of, you think these would be the town guard. You have the lively city before you. Multiple taverns, multiple people on the streets. Darktow is yours.
Don't see that every day. Guards in a pirate town. Would it be obvious that they're guarding a specific place?
From what you could tell, it's like a normal guard rotation in a town. They're little. They know there's people in this area, and they're drinking, and they're there keeping the peace. But guarding something specifically, you haven't noticed.
Would this area of town basically look like the red light district?
The whole town is like district.
Yeah, the whole town is what you can kind of gather from looking at it from the ship is like, this is the dock, this is the welcome area, this is where all the sailors are going to be.
Gotcha.
But you do gather that there are, like this is downtown, the party area. You see like a warehouse area, and then there are up the hill could be residential, but there is a bigger building up top, highest up, that could possibly be, you know, like the governor's mansion if it was like a colony island.
Okay.
It's clearly never been to Tortuga.
Tortuga.
All right. Well, Mr. Noki, we still would need information. What do you suggest?
I think we should get to know some of the locals. Why don't we go into one of these taverns and see what we can find? But don't make it obvious that we're looking for anything, because we've already found what we want. Drinks. Remember, you're a pirate.
Right.
Don't fix anything.
Where do pirates go for a drink?
Really don't think there's anything that needs to be fixed, to be honest. It's
A sandbar.
Agatha, not only are you perfect, but you're fun.
all right, you're coming with me. Just pull him off of Agatha's shoulder.
No. Damn it.
Nope, you're with me. You're with me.
People are gonna want to buy that. By buy that, I mean they're gonna try to kill you and take it.
He is very shiny.
Pirates are like ravens. They love shiny.
I do glow with radiance and force of personality you don't even know.
And he's a
You also
drunkard.
generally increase the light level in the room as a whole.
Yes.
He actually does. It's one of his pets. All right. You're going to need to sober up. You need to go take a nap. We'll see you in the morning.
Damn it. All right, so you guys head into the closest tavern?
Yes.
Are we all going to the same tavern, or are we going to different taverns?
Same one.
Same one? Okay.
That way I can make sure that you're all set.
All
Okay.
right.
Our goal here is social integration.
The first tavern has a sign above the door that is worn and hanging by one of its two chains, and it reads the Pegleg Parrot. You guys go in, and it is a quality establishment. There's plenty of drinking and food and sailors cavorting and telling, fish tales or whatever sailors do. Decent sized bar. Smells.
Agatha's just going. Sorry.
Smells rotten ale and body odor and could probably use a sanitation.
Sanitation event.
Probably just be easier to burn it all down and then start again.
Probably. But
Is
Agatha,
there an arm wrestling competition going on somewhere in here?
you do not see one.
Damn it.
I was just gonna say, Hagatha's just going around like thinking up all the pirate jokes she can, and to anybody who would listen.
Oh.
Roll a
'Cause you-
performance check.
If you were playing a
I
card
don't-
game, the heck of this head just pops up.
Yeah, no, for real. She actually gets a +3 in performance somehow. Oh. 8.
8. You go up to one table. What is
How much does it cost a pirate to get his ear pierced? About $1 an ear.
And like we haven't heard that one before. It's not original. And there goes one of my lights.
You're from the other side of the room. Someone's thrown a lantern out the window.
That's how good the joke was.
You killed my
Kill the
lighting.
lights. Kill the lights.
Good lord. There it goes. Now it's stable. Ish.
That's all right. Hagatha's got plenty more.
They kind of just they shove you off the table as a rookie and
Not phased. Just
what are you Nuki and Grigorovich, what are you two up to as Agatha starts her career in stand-up pirate comedy?
I would have just talked to a few people and get a feel for the environment, and then I would have ordered a drink and sat down at a table or somewhere. Rock or thing.
Greg is gonna sit somewhere Greg's gonna go sit at the bar with his back to the bar, watching Hagatha as she goes through, and anytime she gets to the punchline, minor allusion like the audience laughter.
how do you make a pirate very angry? You take away the P.
Irate.
Irate.
Wow. I took 3 points of psychic damage from that one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Nuki, you approach this one fella. And he just kind of looks you up and down. He's like, "Oh, aren't you the prettiest shade of blue?"
Sometimes.
I said, "Looks like sapphires."
Sometimes.
Do I know you?
Sometimes.
Do I know you?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever met a sapphire blue lizard.
Sometimes.
Do you even know who at?
Want a drink?
Yes.
All right. And I buy him a drink.
So here's
Where we got our shit together like a year ago. What was the captain's name?
a year ago that would have been Vandarin.
Vandarin. Yeah. And his first mate, that was
she was a pretty one. Well, she was red haired, a Vantica. So she's not captain. Did you know that?
I did not.
You must have been out of the loop for a while.
Well, I just made board.
Did you go straight on us and then you come back to the revelry because you realize it's better?
Always.
I have never left. I've been loyal to the Plague King for 23 years.
What's a pirate's favorite exercise? The plank.
Oh. Now little neon signs are appearing over her head that say "laugh."
They're
Who's the
assuming they can read.
Who's the bard telling the horrible
Oh, it's
jokes?
misspelled deliberately.
Do you know the bard telling the horrible jokes over there? She's
No.
not gonna make any coin that way.
She makes my head hurt.
I'd hope this should be funny and maybe it'd be less. Ouch. So what ship did you come in on?
What was the name of her ship again?
Avanticus?
Yeah,
The Squall Leader.
Squall Eater.
Yeah.
Squall.
Now I look him dead in the eye and I'll say it.
So Captain Vatica's here.
No.
As her ship.
I slept aboard.
A stowaway, hey?
Gotta get back somehow.
Huh. Thanks for the drink. And he waddles off.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Anybody else doing any other thing?
While it's going on with Hagatha, this minor illusion doesn't need any actual verbal components. Right. Just somatic material. Greg's kind of, anytime she tells a joke, kind of like nudging people, like, "Hey, that was pretty good. All right, yeah." Trying to get people's attention on Hagatha, trying to raise the mood in the place, get people more relaxed, more talkative.
Why is being a pirate so addictive? Because once you lose your first hand, you get hooked.
Little neon hook shows up and then falls off.
You see a guy. Oh. At this point, Gregorwitz, another person comes up to you. You're a big one.
Yes, I exercise regularly.
You new in town?
Relatively new, yes. I don't get out too much, so I've been on ship for the most part for the last few days.
A few days. You just due to what ship did you come in on?
What was the name? It was a hard to pronounce one. The Philly? No, that wasn't it. But I can't remember. I'm a ship's carpenter. I get moved around to a bunch of different ships on a regular basis. Can't always remember them all. Can't get too attached.
Well, I was on the Headhunter. That's what I came in on.
Oh, really? How long have you been in town?
Oh, a couple of weeks. We're making our paid our tribute, and we're gonna be heading out soon.
Any good tribute?
Oh, there's always lots of good tributes. We got a couple of Dodalian Empire vessels on our way in.
Hard battle, or were we able to pull the wool over their eyes, as they say?
Well, you don't go after the warships, you go after the trading vessels. And they're mostly cowards and like, don't kill me, save my crew.
Tell me, is there anyone who we should? Like I said, this is my first time on land in a few days, and carpenters get kept on the ship, have to make all these repairs. It's like the rest of the pirate crew doesn't even care who has to do all the work. They just wreck the ships. But is there anyone who I should be wary of? Anyone who I should stay out of the way of?
You've been to Darktow before, haven't you?
Well, yes, but you can't just say generally everyone. People come and go. Is anyone in town, maybe within the last week or two, who I should probably just stay out of the way of?
Well, there's the usual, grumpy Gus's and stuff, but it's weird to have someone who's been here before. Respect the gods, don't break the rules, pay your tribute to the Plank King. You've paid, right?
Of course. I told you, the ship I was on was in for a good couple days.
And you don't remember the name?
I move around between ships all the time. Everyone needs a carpenter. No one wants to do the work to learn the craft. So I get better commissions sometimes, moving to different ships. Like I said, I try not to get attached.
Roll a deception check. This guy's eyeing you up and down.
Which I get to do at advantage because of my cloud room.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call a pirate with 2 arms and 2 legs?
A rookie.
A beginner. Right, yeah.
However, I am rolling like crap today. I got a 4. At advantage, both dice rolled 4.
Jeez. This guy looks at you and goes, I've never not known a sailor that didn't remember his boats. And very quickly, he reaches up, to where your clothes are, and he pulls your shirt down here.
He just sees a layer of metal.
Show me your brand. And he puts his hand on his. Doesn't show it to you, puts his hand on it. And it's the same place he looked on you.
Kind of pulls open his vest a little bit, taps the metal, and as the metal kind of recedes, there's actually a slew of tattoos and marks across his chest. Which one would you prefer?
The mark of the revelry.
Mark of the Revelry? I can see his, correct?
No.
Oh, he hasn't shown it yet?
Yeah, he's like this.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. And I'm gonna tower over him a little bit.
I'm not the one lying about where I come from.
How would I know?
Because you won't show me your brand.
You won't show me yours.
Because I don't believe you have one.
And why should I believe that a drunk has one?
Because I'm not drunk.
Aren't you?
No.
Can I see this going down?
Yeah.
I can cast Charm Person at him.
Okay. Is there a save involved?
Wisdom 18.
Which one?
Wisdom 18.
They rolled an 18 on the dice. Does he... Is this the one of the charm effects where he knows?
If it fails?
I think they do.
Probably it's Charm Person. Yeah.
So he knows the spell just went off on him and someone tried to charm him?
Yeah. What are you playing at using magics on me?
What are you talking? Both my hands are here.
Someone
You can see everything.
and he yells out, "This one doesn't have a brand!" And the whole tavern just kind of...
kind of really wishing I'd switched arbor bottles.
Why do pirates hate traveling on mountain roads? It's scurvy. It's scurvy.
Scurvy.
Yeah.
Someone just puts your hand on your shoulder. It's like, I don't think that's the time.
I think it's the best time. I'm trying to. Never mind.
And so the crowd just kind of hushes, and the bartender comes up and is like, Grens. Did you even ask if he was a new pirate? Maybe it's his first time. Maybe he hasn't sworn allegiance yet. Oh, well, he doesn't even know the name of his boat. Well, I haven't been on one in so long I couldn't tell you the name of the last one. Yeah, take your drink, go sit down. I'll handle the large fella. And it's like, well, someone cast a spell on me. Yeah, someone would. You're getting agitated. You know the rules. It sends him off. And it's this very large, framed figure, long hair. And it's like, sorry, Gens is always relatively suspicious of a new face.
What race are we talking? Like, how tall and, like, you said large figure, but, like, how tall and what race?
Large human, probably about 6'2".
Okay, so he's same height as you, Nookie.
Yeah. My name is Natalie. Sorry, I'm the owner bartender here at the Peg, the Pegleg Parrot. Sorry if he disturbed you. It's new people are allowed. It's just we should really know your ship you came in with, because according to the rules, no unbranded person is without escort. So he is right. We need to know who you came in with.
Well, as I was telling him, gone through a couple ships in the last few months, so it's hard to keep track of them all in my head. Especially when you're the ship's carpenter and you're having to repair ships non-stop.
We came in on the Jolly Roger.
Apparently, some of my crewmates are here somewhere.
Haggis next to you.
Jolly
Where the hell did you go?
Jolly Roger. Haven't quite heard of that one before.
It's a working name.
Right, okay.
Not quite set on it.
Who's your captain, then?
Why me, of course.
And you are?
Who needs to know?
The Revelry.
We're new to these waters, so you probably haven't heard of me. I'm Captain. She's like doing that thing where she's looking around trying to figure out a name, and like
Things on the wall, just like
yeah.
Callan.
I'm Captain Javelin. I mean, yeah, we'll stick with that.
All right, Captain Javelin.
That sounds piratey, doesn't it?
All right. It's odd we have brand new. It's rare, brand new. Whole ship and all. They will
Yeah,
have-
like I said, it's a working title. It's, it's not set on the ship itself. It's
Right. Well, unfortunately, I will have to get some sort of authority. You'll have to be...
why we're pirates. Who needs authority?
You're on the Revelry's island. We just don't let anyone here. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're welcome to stay in the bar and drink, and as long as you pay.
Aye.
But I will have to go get some.
Okay. I'll stay right here.
All right.
As soon as she's like out of sight, Hagatha like buggers off.
Uh,
Like,
uh,
time to go, guys.
they disappear, and you see they talk to someone, and this person gets behind the bar. Who's a half-elf looking person, and Natalie does walk out of the door.
Greg, we need to go.
Probably yes.
Nucky, you're kind of on your own on this one. You're a much better talker at being. Bye.
Telepathically, I send to Hagatha. Can you cast invisibility on yourself?
Yeah. I can actually. I think I could do it on Greg too. No, I could just do it on myself.
Okay.
No, you cast it at a higher level automatically, don't you?
I think. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah, so I can do myself and Greg.
Okay. Yeah, literally
Shit.
disappear. I'll meet you at the intersection where you first came in.
Okay. Yeah, Hagatha puts a hand on Greg and go. Boop. Bye.
There's one very, very drunk pirate goes, whoa.
No, he just goes. He looks at his mug of ale or whatever. He's like, pushes it off to the side.
I'm gonna change my life. So you guys managed to work your way out, bump into a few people. They don't really notice. You look, they don't see anybody. Like whatever. Nookie, you do notice a few minutes later that Natalie, they come back and has a well-dressed for the area person with a physical red sash, and you can see they're looking in the crowd for someone. You hear snippets of conversation. It's like, I said a Captain Javelin and a half-orc. They were here, and they said they were new. It's so rare to find a new person. Right, yeah. Natalie, right. New people on the island. Right.
Captain Javelin.
Captain Javelin and a half-orc man with skin made of brass. Whatever. You stop drinking your own stuff. Right. Call me if there's an actual emergency. And he goes off.
I use my loop, and I also cast invisibility.
Okay.
Even Nookie's just like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
Gregorovich and Agatha, while you are out waiting, there's a group of pirates that come up, and one of them is talking. It's like, I don't get it. The Plank King has so much already. Why is he going to take a charge of everything we bring in? We're out there for months, and we only got one ship, and we barely to split most of it with him. Right, but that's part of being the revelry. And they're talking back and forth, and one of them is very disgruntled about the offering they had to give. And apparently, this person is like, it's because we're so low ranked. And we were only able to find one, so this hit of 45% was bigger than it should have been. It felt it. Now, I didn't take anybody, even though I'm the captain. And here you go, have a good night, hire yourself a friend. And let this person take all your worries away. We'll figure out our supplies in the morning, and we'll head off, and maybe we'll venture a little closer to the Menagerie Coast. Maybe get a rich guy coming out of market. All right, I trust you, but it's too much.
They're very Irish.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. I gotta mix it up.
So the invisibility, it lasts up to an hour.
Yep.
So just kind of
makes an attack or casts a spell.
Yeah, or I drop the concentration.
Can I retcon a little bit? Can I cast see invisibility and then use the loop to cast invisibility on myself?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's make sure it's all marked off.
Yep.
All right, so, Nookie, you come wandering out and you find your two friends standing at the intersection.
Yep. Telepathically, I would talk to them, and I would say that we should head up to the large house on the hill. We have an hour of invisibility. Let's use it to our advantage.
Come on. Thank you.
Probably a good plan.
Probably.
This is surprisingly more secure of a place than I would have imagined.
Yeah, same.
Questioning the sort of security they may have up at that mansion.
Well, but they can't see. They can't hit. And I can see both of you, so. Yeah, I saw that.
All right. Yeah, let's head up.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk through the town, and you do manage to get out of the party district, and there's shops, and there's blacksmiths, and some shops are still open, some are closed. Some blacksmiths are working through the night. You do see other people still like moving goods back and forth. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Perception.
I don't have this at advantage.
Perception. 8.
3, I'm distracted and internally criticizing the blacksmiths because they're gonna break that sword. They're gonna make it too thin, and it's gonna shatter on a first really good impact.
What'd you get, Agatha? Sorry.
8.
8.
8. That's mine.
Noogie?
22.
22. You notice there's a larger warehouse type building that has a big sally door entrance, but you could see like there's a service counter, and you do manage to see that there are it would be the first time seeing it is there's two guards standing out front of it. It is the first and only guards you've seen actually guarding something in town.
Hold up, I actually want to do something. Arrow can let us communicate with the guy back in Stillbend, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to have Arrow inquire with him about if these magical items, if these magical artifacts had any sort of like a moss or a fungus that might have been attached to the magical objects that might have been growing on them for whatever reason. That obviously would be unique to the kind of swamp area, but might be unique, but might be not present on an island like this.
He comes across your watch. It's like a direct comm walkie-talkie thing. It's like, no, these weren't even found in Stillbend. They were found more towards Western and that area, buried deep beneath a farmer's field, and they were in quite good, pristine condition for being thousands of years old.
Okay. Thank you, regardless.
No problem.
That's really helpful there, because Cutter has locate animals or plants. If there was like a unique moss or fungus that was on him, it's like we could track that.
Clever.
All right. So looking at this building, has guards in front of it, warehouse. Does it look like there's any secondary entrances, any like upper windows?
You can tell this is from your ability of assessing houses and carpentry. As it is a storage warehouse facility. Could be 2 stories. There are some windows up top. They appear maybe to be what would you assume would be like the foreman's office. But other than that, it's the besides that sally door and the couple of windows up top off in a corner, there's no visible at other entry points from your angle.
Might be able to get into the second story store, or second story windows. Words.
Possible.
What are you two thinking?
So this main door in front of us has the two next to us. Has the two guys next to it, right?
Right.
Miss Hector, if we slip over to a spot that might be a little bit more concealed, would you be able to do your detect magic to see if there's any magical wards on this building?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Can we find a good spot that's out of sight?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of alleys and dark shadows and.
Yeah.
Cast a spell, break your invisibility.
Yeah, that's why we can't get hidden by it. It might be a good idea to check and see if there's any magical wards. Otherwise, everyone would be breaking into this place.
It's true. Yeah.
Might at least be worth doing.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so.
Yeah, 'cause it's at will. I don't. It's
So you
It still
tap-
takes your concentration, though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
invisibility drops, magic detection goes up, and you sense there are magic items in the building. The building
Okay.
itself, not so much. A pocket on each one of the guards does glow too.
And also I can learn the school of magic, if any.
The guards' pockets are enchantment, and you get several other schools from inside.
Little of everything, kind of.
Yeah, a little everything.
Yeah, I let the guys know. So yeah, these guys, these two out here seem to have some sort of enchantment things in their pockets. Not sure what those are all about, but might want to keep an eye on that. But they seem to got a little bit of everything in that building, so
But was it concentrated in one specific area?
Inside.
Right, but
like in a certain wing of the building or basement.
All on the main floor behind the desk, and it does seem to be a little over here, a little over there, kind of spread out.
Scattered. All right. We need to just get in there.
one of the guards,
So it's sorry. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any invisible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
So she can see Nookie.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering if there was any other visible creatures. So-
No other invisible creatures.
Okay, never mind then.
so one of the guards will hear, what was that noise in their head?
What, you say something? No, I didn't say anything. I swear someone has said, what was that noise?
Can I want to ask Oog if they would be willing to kind of go and do like the tap on one shoulder and then kind of like disappear and then tap on the other shoulder and just like freak him out.
You want me to go play pranks?
Yes.
You can play pranks. I like pranks. I can do that. And you feel a... And so you guys are standing back and you see the shadow of Oog on the ball. Reaches up. What? Are you sure you're not doing anything? You're playing games with me? No, I'm not. You're guarding the... Yeah. They sit back for a second.
Relax.
And hold on. Luke's got one hell of a stealth check. Let's see if we can do it. You watch as the other one, who's been like denying everything, is just standing there, and then you see two shadowy hands come around his waist. Belt. Oh God, my God! Oh. The other guy's like, "Well, your pet's leaving you now too, just like your woman." That was cruel. My belt just came undone. What the hell? And he runs off like, "This is ridiculous. You stay here." And the other guy's just like, "This is crazy." Voices, his pants falling down.
What's that to the left?
What the?
Is he wearing like a hat or something? Or helmet?
No, he doesn't. He's just got his armor and his sword, and he's just standing there like. It's like he keeps hearing voices like. Then another tap on his shoulder.
Jumping in on this while he's looking around, Greg's gonna use mold earth to make what looks like an eye appear on the ground in front of him, just made out of dirt.
I see you.
All right, I don't would have had enough. He walks away.
I'm not paid enough for this. Good job, Luke. You're wonderful.
He comes back. He's like, "I like breaks. Breaks are fun. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was so awesome.
I patched the pirate."
You did. That was amazing.
You guys ready to go in? Through the front
Let's
door?
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Go up to the door. Is it locked?
But the rolling door, like it's open.
Oh. Oh, if it was open, we could have just walked through, invisible.
Yeah. Okay, you're the first in. You're being invisible, and you see there is a person, a gnome, behind the desk. There's a big leisure written out, and he has just leaned back, is snoring out cold. He's got a tankard on his holding to his chest, and he is passed out at the desk.
Telepathically, I'd say, be quiet. There's a guy sleeping at a desk. You guys aren't invisible. Not like that makes you quiet, but you're out.
That's good.
He sees.
So you all come on in, being quiet.
Carefully. Before I get in all the way, I'm going to use minor illusion. I can't imitate a living thing, but it's dark outside, right?
Yeah, it's night.
Okay, I'm gonna minor illusion a mannequin wearing the same clothes as the guy, same armor and everything. The guy standing out in front,
All right.
like it's still guarded.
All right. That's there. There is a you know those like the part of the service counter where the counter itself comes up and it lets you in. You lift that up and you make your guys' way in. This appears to be a warehouse. Just roll some perception checks to kind of just get a lay of what you see.
That makes sense why I was seeing so many different
Natural
magical things.
Natural 20. There, Nookie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't roll over 10.
15 for Hagatha.
7. From now on.
10. 10's enough. Plenty of stuff. You guys find all kinds of stuff. You find weapons, food, goods of all kind, clothing, and from various other places. You could tell just because like the style of box, the words on them. These weapons are more scimitar basin. These are more longsword. There's some nice armor, clothing, rich man, poor man. There's foods, foods that smell tropical. You name it, it's in here.
I want to take a nice pair of like double clothes that would fit me, so I don't have to wear blue all the time.
It takes you a second, but you do find a pair of clothes that would work.
Yeah, I'll just stuff it in my bag.
All right.
All right. So, Hagatha, do you still have detect magic up?
I can, yeah.
Let's find what we're here for, and let's get out.
Good.
All right. You've detect magic up, and you know you're looking for magic in a crate in a chest of some kind. A couple mishits there. You see some. You open one up, and it kind of hits all of you. This box that says Dundwalian Empire. There's the logo on it. You know that just from a playing glance, that and from what you've heard, that is an empire out on Wild Mount, the continent itself. You open it up, and it is a crate of +1 longswords. There's like 20 in here. And you're like you all know that that's a lot of money sitting right there, and it's just in a warehouse.
Nookie.
I'm looking over this box. Is there a trap? Is there an alarm sigil on this? This shouldn't just be sitting here.
Nope. You look it over, you don't see anything.
Nookie,
Load them up.
you have the bag.
We both have bags now, don't we?
No, we
I
only
thought we
ever
just had the one.
bag.
Oh. Yeah, I'll start loading them up.
All right. You can add 20 +1 longswords.
Great.
Manage items. Add.
You find Agatha. You find a box. You open it up, and it is potions. It's healing potions.
Ooh. Yeah. Grab a bunch of those.
Yep. So you grab 10 in total, and there's 4 basic, 3 greater.
4 basic. Okay, and then 4 greater.
Yep.
They only let you add 10 at a time.
And you find what something that you recognize. It's called a healing draft. It does it heals in a different way. And then there's 2 superior healings.
Oh wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, and this has the mark of the Clovis Concord on it.
Ooh.
I'm checking the building. This is too low security. Under no circumstance would Grogorovic trust that even a low-tech society like this wouldn't know what this was worth and wouldn't have this better secure. Hagatha is able to inform us whether there's any sort of magical warding. There's not. I'm checking for mechanical warding. Mechanical traps that might have been set off already if there's a mechanical alarm. I don't trust this at all.
You start looking around. Roll investigation, perception, whatever you feel there.
The investigation, please, for the love of God, actually be high. So that's a 5 plus a 6, so 11.
11. You don't see anything. It is weirding you out that there were only 2. There were 3 people in this building. One's passed out drunk. 2 guards that were able. One freaked out and walked away. The other one ran away because of his pants situation.
Is anyone else worried about this? How easy this is?
Kinda.
A little bit.
I mean, the long swords alone, that
But the
that's
value
that's
of all the long
at
swords together,
least that's possibly 10,000 gold on its own.
right? But that is nothing compared to the value of an artifact. Notice how there's no artifacts here.
Not that we found yet. We've only hit like 2 spots, right? Were there any other items? Any other clutches?
Agatha, roll perception for me. This will tell me if we find something useful or just more fun things.
I'm okay with fun things.
All right.
It's just fun things.
That's cocked. 17.
17. Just then, Agatha, you notice that there's these boxes are offset, like this, and there's room for you to get in and around and behind one, and there you find this very old-looking crate. It is like a foot locker.
Ooh.
And this brings the little bells and flags and whistles in your head. This is probably what you're looking for.
Found it. Or one of them. Or just one, right? Can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, Agatha's kind of being extra careful and is checking it, see if there's any weird tripwires, maybe?
Roll an investigation.
I'm checking the sleeping guy up front. Is he still asleep?
And
Hold on a second. Let's resolve the.
God
Of
damn.
course. Can't trust this.
13,
Freaking me out.
16?
16?
Yeah.
You don't see any traps.
Okay.
Tripwires.
She kind of does like that thing where like a lockpick in the movies, they just kind of like study the lock. Like she does check to see if it's locked or not.
It's not. It has a lock on it, but it's already open.
Oh, it's not even locked, so she just kind of peeks, knowing it's a little too good to be true, and kind of.
It's a mimic. Roll for initiative.
You open it on up.
Yeah.
You look in it, and what that architect, not architect,
Archaeologist
described to you, because I figure Agatha has some levels of ADHD. I'm off doing this, but I am paying attention.
Yes, greatly.
Matches everything he said. You have found the box you were looking for. Greg, you walk back. The door's shut and the gnome is gone.
Turn back. We've been had. They're on their way, if not already here.
And as soon as you say that, you hear this loud noise, and magical lights that were off, not radiating any magic, suddenly turn on, and there are probably 40 dudes in the rafters.
I can cast invisibility again.
Nookie, you hear simultaneous click noises that seem very familiar to you as you hear the cocking of guns. You hear a very loud, large, booming voice. I first would like to welcome you to the island. Of Darktow. I know that you are new here, so you don't understand the rules we have in place. But you should know stealing is not allowed. So drop what you took and head to the door. Or my men will open fire. I wish to speak with you.
Can they see Hagatha? Because you said it was like around the, like between some boxes.
Yeah, you look up and there's catwalks.
Ah!
How high is the nearest window?
The now that there's plenty of light in here, the nearest window is up in that, you called it, there is a office up there in that back left corner.
Get,
So it's up in the office,
Yep, that's where the window is.
which is how far away?
Oh, probably 35 feet up a stairs, like a upturn.
Is Hagatha on the way to that? Is Hagatha on the way up towards that direction?
Or are you?
I'm back towards the front.
Or are you heeding the words of this loud, booming voice?
Gregorovich is calculating.
First of all, was there something in the chest?
Yes, the items you were looking for.
Because I'm assuming she was like in mid-opening.
Yeah, it's like you open it up and you're like, ooh,
Ooh!
this
So
is
if they're
everything
right
we're
ab-
looking for.
Would it be possible to kind of whisper to Oog to swipe them as she's slowly closing the lid?
I could try. I don't know if I have anywhere to put them.
Put them in my pocket.
I could try. Roll a sleight of hand. It goes to grab it. You put your arm a certain way to kind of hide his movement, and
Yeah.
you see his arm go in there, and you hear one of the guys from up top. It's like, hey, no funny business.
No funny business. I'm just closing it. Going slow.
And you hear, hey, you can't make it. I tried. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're okay. It's okay. Thank you for trying.
What's Nookie up to?
Are any of them pointed at me?
Oh yeah.
Am I not?
What?
Because he's invisible, isn't he?
Oh.
Yeah, was.
No. So no. You're not. But there's plenty of. There's enough guns and pointed at people and stuff. It's like you realize that this is a very tense situation, and you actually feel kind of blessed that you're invisible.
I'm still inside
Oh,
the
yeah.
kill box, but
I have an idea. I
Yeah,
kind of have an idea that I
you
want.
kind of figure if someone sneezes wrong and everyone fires, you're all getting hit no matter what.
Yeah.
Just accuracy by volume at this point.
Can turn spreads in around corners, the creatures and their vision can't see. I think Hagatha wants to cast darkness.
Ooh.
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision cannot see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose is an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried of the darkness emanates from the object, blah, 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 completely covering the source of the darkness with the opaque object, which has a bowl or blocks of darkness. If any spell area overlaps. Yeah.
Assuming they're not all warlocks. That would effectively block sight.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a wisdom check for me before you decide to cast that. Hagatha.
Okay. Wisdom.
Roll wisdom.
She gets a +5, so shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. I say that and I'm gonna jinx myself. Oh god. Ugh. 17.
17. You hear a little voice in the back of your head, and it's your friendly neighborhood Thane. So he talks about having the high ground and how much of an advantage it is. And with that, you also think they may not be able to see, but oh man, could I survive that many gunshots? Because surely someone's gonna hit. Those are the thoughts that race through your mind. You can still do what you want.
Okay, he's gonna telepathically say to Agatha and Greg, just do what they say and head to the door. I don't think they can see me yet.
But they're right here. I don't want to come all the way back.
Yeah, because if it was just Nookie invisible, or if Nookie and Hagatha were both invisible, Greg would make a run for the window, and I got the spells to make it, but I can't guarantee Hagatha wouldn't get hit. And Nookie, I know, would have a lower chance of getting hit just because he's invisible.
Invincible? That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do invisible again. I just couldn't do Greg.
And I don't see the downside.
I can move fast enough that I can get out of here, and my armor class is still pretty high, but I don't know exactly what their modifier is for their hits. They could all be what's his face, who has the freaking plus 11.
You hear the voice. This time it's outside. My patient's wearing thin.
Kind of, I'll nod to Hagatha, put my hands up, and turn and start walking towards the door.
Do I do invisibility?
I can't telepathically communicate with you. Only Nookie can.
Cookie.
Just do what he says, and I'll find a way out for everyone.
Okay, fine. Agatha puts her hands up and walks towards Greg, towards the front.
All right. You get to the door. The door opens, and outside there's more guards. And you see this large, gray-skinned Goliath of a man standing there. He is standing behind but towering over a human man, older man, who has this exceptionally obvious black wig on. It's super tall, very Victorian, curly.
It's too good to be true.
Too good to be true. Very, very much. That's a rug. And,
Nice carpet.
But the Goliath man speaks. Thank you for making the right choice. May I present you the Plank King. And he motions down. I am Corvus Grin, the Plank King. You are obviously not aware of the rules, and very much not part of the revelry. Now, there should be one more in this group.
Nope.
Don't lie to me.
He's off on another mission.
Devlin and I were here, sir.
And he looks over and he's like, my dear, would you... And walking out from back behind the crowd, very familiar, tan-skinned, red-haired woman.
Yep.
Captain Avantika. Yes, my king. There were three. A sapphire blue dragon whose I'm quite fond of. And then these two.
I still have a connection with Nookie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm letting him know that his girlfriend just fucked us over.
This is how every character part of Punchline becomes gay, because every every straight partner betrays us. You're next, Agatha.
Could I do a sleight of hand to try to get the artifact into the bag of holding?
Well, I would think that a lot of the attention would be outside now because we're out there.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
You can move through and grab what you need out of the box.
Okay.
You go to grab a scroll out of the box. You hear a loud clink clank, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
Ah!
Good thing I have pluses to that. That's an 18 plus 5. 23.
23. It'll be half damage.
Okay.
You'll take a grand total of 4.
Ooh.
Piercing damage as spikes come up out of the floor.
Okay. I still got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. I am no longer invisible because I just took damage.
Yeah.
Did you fail your concentration check?
Oh.
Yeah. You have to get a 10.
That's a 16 on the die, so.
Alright, so you still maintain invisible, but it wasn't a quiet noise.
Yeah. And neither is this. Arrow, we got what we needed. Can you get us out?
Harrow goes, unless perceive trouble closer.
There's interference. This is why we're always outside of towns, because there's all the structure, the metal and stuff, and the wood and stuff interferes with the transdimensional warping. Okay, back outside.
Yeah.
Are all of these guys directly in front of us? Are they off to the side?
Kind of half circled.
Half circle.
You see this one guard, he's got his sword out in his hand on his pants.
The mannequin guard is still there.
Yeah, it's still there. You're standing next to it, like.
If I dropped invisibility, could I cast it on my bag of holding?
Cast it on an object, yeah.
I drop my invisibility and I cast it on my bag of holding.
Okay. You do that real quick. Can you just do a sleight of hand to see how fast you can get it done? Because there's still people in the building.
That's 22.
Yeah. You come walking out of the shadows, hands up, I assume.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't that hard. Now, here in the reverie, stealing from the Plank King.
I mean, you kind of stole it first.
That's neither here or there, here, my darling. That is what we're supposed to do. But once it's
Yeah,
stolen,
that's what we're doing.
But once this becomes property of revelry. Besides, if we're out on the seas and we get caught, don't we face the justice system as well?
Not unless you fight yourself out of it. Like we're gonna do right now. No.
Well, see, my dear, that's actually quite an idea. If you return the items you've taken from me, I have the feeling you're here for something specific. Why else would non-revelry members want to even attempt a raid of this island?
Mm. Good question.
Telepathically put back the potions.
Hagatha will pull out one of the superior potions and put it on the ground.
Well, a little bit of honesty goes a little bit.
I only take what I need.
Then explain the other 9.
I need those.
Right.
Agatha, put them back.
Just return what you've taken.
We don't need them. We don't.
My gnomish
Fine.
friend here has a perfect account of what's ever in my vault. My warehouse.
Fine, Hagatha puts all the potions out.
Thank you. Now,
Begrudgingly.
we will do a count. And in the morning, let me put it to you this way. I'm not an unreasonable man. You come to know the truth. And we see what we can do. And you, the Goliath man in the back, you can see is mad, and he's looking at the boss like, nope, not happy. Here in the Reverie, we take in all kinds. A little bit of trust can go a long way. That's why we have our rules here. Normally, you steal from me, I take your hand. Do I need to take your hands?
I don't think that's necessary. I think that we've shown that we're actually a value added.
Value
Agatha-
added. How
Well,
so?
Clearly, we made it past your guards into your vaults, and we're able to take these potions.
And that
Now, we did get caught, but we got caught inside, not outside.
right, it wouldn't be an excess be getting caught outside where you had a chance to escape, or better yet, not getting caught at all. You were caught from the moment you stepped on Avantika's ship. Not to mention your infiltration in the dinghy. That worked well.
I just look at Greg.
What?
Really, you
Obviously,
stopped
they already
fixing
knew we were
things.
coming.
How about a trade? Work for work. And a promise. That crate.
Deal. What's the work?
There is a client of mine that has hired one of my vessels to go out and retrieve an item. Now, it is dangerous, and I don't feel like risking my men, but the payday is too good for me. Retrieve this item. You can have the outfit. You can have what's the contents of the box. You may take a couple of potions with you. But I ask for your upfront honesty to relieve yourself of anything else of mine that you have taken.
And I look at Nuki. I got nothing. I look at Greg. Nope, that was it.
Still calculating how many, how far I could get and how many bullets I could block.
And the promise is a simple promise never to return to Darktow.
Wasn't planning on it.
See, then we're halfway there.
I imagine that we would be under the watchful eye of Captain Ivanica.
You should be busy elsewhere. You'll be under the watchful eye of my good friend Wayne here. The giant Goliath who's exceptionally mad.
Of course. Only if you can guarantee he won't kill us in the woods.
Don't give him a reason.
He kind of looks like the guy who doesn't need a reason.
I personally don't think you should be getting this chance, but the Plank King thinks so.
See?
Oh, don't worry about Wayne. He's a loyal man.
That's what they all say.
I look at the Goliath and in giants, I give a traditional giant greeting of, "It will be a pleasure to crush small insignificant creatures with you."
Do you say it or do you do you say it in giant?
I say it in giant. Yeah, I know giant.
No, he looks at you with a blank stare like, what are you talking about?
Doesn't know giant? He's a Goliath. How does he not know giant?
He might be a Goliath, but it doesn't mean that he comes from a giant clan.
All right, I tried negotiating. It's too much to try and figure out a way out. I don't really see us having an option here.
I guess we're doing the quest.
No, we'll work. We'll work. Not a problem.
Yep.
All right. So the guards calm down. There's still several of them there. Now, he says, follow us, and he brings you to a tavern that you guys have passed by. It is cleared out, except for the tavern keeper. He sits down. Drinks are served, whatever you'd like. To an island to the east of here, we'll give you a small vessel to get there. There is a creature known as a Slovenian basilisk. There's an opportunity to feed a scavenger hunter. It has a poisonous skin, poisonous glands. I want you to kill it, harvest the poison glands, and return.
Miss being a Yuanti. I used to be immune to poison.
So, that is the task. Accept it. You get what you want, except not. The gallows haven't been used in a while.
Yeah, we accept.
All right. Now, stay in the tavern. It's yours for the evening. Rest, recover. We'll set sail in the morning. And know this. My little gnomish friend, Crip, will be doing a full inventory tonight. Have a good one. And he leaves. And the Goliath goes, I look forward to watching you die tomorrow. It will make me laugh.
good.
Looking forward to it, buddy.
And he walks out, and you hear hammering and a piece of wood come in front of the door. You hear the windows, the curtains, and the bat.
We're literally
shut.
the only people in here, aren't we?
Yep. You get locked in the building.
Oh no.
Eye contact arrow. we're out of the big building now, so and we're all together.
Yep. How can I help you?
We have
Get us out of here.
we have the item, and we need extraction now.
Unfortunately, we have a slight problem.
Of course you do.
The Windows computer is updating on the transporter. It's going to take about 3, 4, maybe 5 days. I don't know. It's Windows.
Who accepted the upgrade?
Carl.
Damn it, Carl.
Freaking Carl.
I thought we were
I
supposed to
thought he
get
was
a-
on probation. I thought he wasn't allowed near consoles.
I thought you were on probation.
Why would I be on probation?
You got stuck with us.
I volunteered.
Oh. Remind that.
Regardless, moot point. So 3 to 5 days.
I might have overstated it. The system will probably be up tomorrow evening.
Yeah,
We could probably send a transdimensional ship if it is an emergency you require.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That we need. Like now.
The only ones
Or
available
like 10 minutes ago.
were Isadora, and you were all saying you had issues with working with her.
I know. Ooh, is it? Is he?
I can probably get us out of this building.
Yeah, Hagatha sends a message to Isadora saying, "We need help."
We'll be dead come morning if we can't get out. Actually, specifically me. I need to get out.
I'm gonna take a walk around the building, and I'm gonna start looking for a weak spot that won't collapse the whole building, but is an exploitable weakness in the wall.
You have mold earth, right?
I can't manipulate the building directly.
No. Can you make a tunnel?
If we can get down to the dirt, maybe. I can only manipulate 5 feet at a time.
Are the floors dirt?
No, they're planks.
I mean, we could just lift up the planks. They seem to be, well, as you put, hard.
When we were outside, was it dirt outside, or was it rock in this area?
Was it, you were walking on dirt paths, but you have a feeling that it is a solid base to it.
Probably a stone foundation. But if we can find a good wall, I should be able to get through it.
Quietly. So I'm sure there's people outside.
No, but you two are able to turn invisible, and I can move quite quickly if I need to.
I can turn you invisible.
It might be better to have a distraction.
You sure?
I should be able to move quite quickly. I have a couple spells actually for this.
Oh, okay.
Really, I just need to turn invisible and go change that ledger.
We would still need to get you
I
out.
I also have mirror image. I can make multiples.
All right, but first things first. Can I find a weak spot in the wall?
It is quite easy to find a weak spot. It looks like it's a relatively new board that's been put in place, and it looks like maybe it was patching some earlier damage.
Okay.
And you feel like you could just kind of push
Push it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna say it's like then I need an hour to switch armor models to get thunder gauntlets, and then I can just blast the wall out. But if it's that weak, yeah. Kind of knock on it. Should be able to take out this wall. Shouldn't collapse the building, and we should be able to get through.
Okay. What do you need us to do?
Well, I mean that's going to be the next question. I can maybe get us out of here, but then what is the plan? We just going to run for it and try and hide on the islands?
Mm,
Are we going to call for Isadora even though you have issues with her?
I don't.
Arrow, how quickly can you get us that ship? And will it be armed?
The trans-dimensional ship could be there within 4 hours.
4 hours.
But you will need to describe your emergency. Is there a loss to life, limb, or eyesight? Have you encountered the Trust? Currently being pursued?
Yeah.
We are possibly on execution
Agatha,
of death row.
I could shoot Greg.
Why?
Why?
Because it's a threat to life. You got shot. We need to go.
I mean, if that's the case, I could electrocute you.
Yeah, but I just really want to shoot you.
All right. Well,
Let's get out of here first, and then we can shoot whoever later.
Hold on, Mr. Nookie. May I inquire as to your hostility towards me?
What?
Now's not the time.
I believe this is the perfect time. We have until morning.
Exactly.
And even then, we have 4 hours until we can be rescued.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Nookie, what exactly is your difficulty with me? Because you seem to have had issue with me since I first joined.
What?
Agatha's just gonna kind of uncomfortably back away and get her off to the kitchen or something.
There is a kitchen, and there's food in there.
Cool. I see if Oog wants to try anything.
Oh, look.
I've done everything within my ability to be useful on this mission. I provided a map when one was requested.
So it's not about your use. It's about how loud and obvious you are. There it is.
So you object to the volume at which I coincidentally happened.
Agatha finds like a thing of popcorn or chips or some sort of like snacky thing, and she's just kind of watching from the corner.
And because of this on its own, you felt it merited this seemingly non-stop hostility, even to the point where you wish to cast
that's
spells at me and shoot me.
That's just me, period. But shooting you would pose an emergency, therefore we could leave.
I could also electrocute you, not risk any wounds damaging you, but also elicit an emergency. We also could just merely inform Arrow that we are on a life-threatening situation where we are to be executed by local ne'er-do-wells.
Have you worked there much? You seem more like a bolt guy.
I seem more like the what?
I ask if you've worked with Arrow much, because you seem more like a bolt guy.
I spent most of my time in some field engineering areas, yes. So my experience would be more with Bolt.
Yeah. Arrow's not exactly, what's the word? Useful.
And And again, what does this have to do with your general hostility towards me, sir?
I'm hostile towards everybody.
Yes, but you seem to have been especially hostile towards me, and you express little hostility towards Miss Hagatha. Or would you like time to think about this?
Let me get back to you.
Hmm.
Let's get out of here. Oh, not even time to cast silence. Shit.
I'm sorry, was I too loud for you?
Yeah,
Do
just like that. Every time.
Then I will meet you outside of town. I cast Jump, Expeditious Retreat, and I get the hell out of there, moving faster than anyone could possibly keep up with me.
Visibility, invisibility,
all right. Cool. So we'll do a very interesting chase scene and a boat heist next week, maybe.
We'll see.
Because unfortunately, we do have to end here tonight. That goes all the things I planned.
This whole hunt, this whole like getting body parts. Nope, that's gone.
Yep. All right. With that, we thank you all for watching and hanging out with us this evening. If you like what you watched, please feel free to watch our other videos. You can catch us back here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. here on YouTube or Twitch. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You can also email us at pacttactics@gmail.com. That's packed with a T. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Why are math teachers secretly pirates? Because they're always finding the X.
We're leaving now.